What's up, YouTube? It's Team Fuzhou again, coming back at you with another video. We got a new addition to our team.
What's up, guys? I'm Louie. You might recognize me from my Magic the Gathering content. I got a channel called Tapland Go. If you like things modern, go ahead and check it out. But here today, we're not here to talk about Magic. We're here to talk about Riftbound.
Oh yeah.
Got into Riftbound. Zach actually told me there was a pre-release coming up, and I was like, "Is this a new trading card game? What's this about?" Went ahead and checked it out. Fell in love with the game right away. I got a starter deck. I started with the Victor starter deck.
Oh yeah.
If you guys did some of those pre-release events, you know how broken that starter deck was. Instantly fell in love with the game. Been playing a lot of locals, Nexus nights, and excited about this new TCG. So
It's funny. I actually played Jinx and Lee Sin. I
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
play
you
Victor at
played the
all
other
on
ones?
those. Yeah. Jinx was alright. She was okay. It was
Yeah.
the only problem. She had some big high cost stuff. So it
Yeah.
wasn't the best.
I couldn't get around of like wanting to discard my cards to get the
Yeah.
value out of it. That was hard for me to grasp with Jinx.
Especially early on. Like,
Yeah.
Victor was like, just make a guy.
Yeah, Victor's like, oh,
I
I
hate-
have a turn one play every single time.
Yep. And
Broken.
Same with Lee Sin. He's just like, here, I got dues and buffs.
Yeah,
Ah.
yeah. So a little bit about my background into TCGs. I started with Magic. The first set that I started around was Zendikar Rising. Started playing a lot of Commander, and then I finally got introduced into the competitive scene. First being Modern. My first Modern deck was actually Heliod Walking Ballista combo. That deck was sweet with Collected Company. Ever since then, started jamming RCQs, went to a couple RC events. My best finishing, I think I was 98th at a Pioneer event, but yeah, that's kind of my background in TCGs.
Top 128, you know? It's
Yeah,
not bad.
yeah. First
Those are big
RC.
events. Those are like 1,500 players. So.
Yeah, first RC. So definitely excited to jump into the competitive scene with Riftbound. In our area, we have a great local community for the card game.
That is what's nice. Magic doesn't really have a local scene around here.
We used
I've
to.
kind of missed it.
Yeah, it comes in waves. But lately, not so much. But Riftbound, I remember our first like pack per win tournament. There was over 45 players on a Wednesday.
It was crazy.
Yeah. So that's when I knew. I was like, okay.
We started like 40 minutes late.
We did start late. Like, everyone's working out the kinks with the new client that they use to run the tournaments. But the fact that there were so many players there on a Wednesday afternoon, like people who don't want to come out to stores and play events, you just get off work, you're tired. But there was a commitment, a lot of excitement with this new card game. Yep. So.
I go to that store every Wednesday still.
They still
20 plus players every
yeah,
time.
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. Those pack per wins are very incisive and rewarding. Yeah, enticing. There's the word. Stuttering. Speaking about excitement, we got some new cards coming in February with Spiritforged. What's the most exciting legend you're wanting to play with?
Welcome to the League of Draven.
Definitely broken.
I like Draven from the game for a long period of time, so then I'm like, wow, he's actually pretty good in this now. So why not play what we think might be, best deck? Who knows? We'll see.
Spoiler. It's so broken. It's just a static ability that rewards you for playing the game.
Just playing.
Yeah.
Normal.
You want to conquer battlefields, right? And I get to draw a card.
Sweet.
Just for doing what the game wants you to do.
Yep.
Very good, very good legend. Already putting out results, which we'll get into later.
Yep. What are you excited about?
I think I'm excited. How do you pronounce it?
Irelia.
I never played League of Legends. Don't blame me.
It's gonna be funny if I'm saying it wrong, but I've played the game for like over 10 years.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
She interests me. Her and her chosen champion.
Yasuo player.
Yeah. So I was big into Yasuo. I love being able to play with purple and then have all the move mechanics.
Purple cards.
Yeah, purple cards are good, but the ability to ready a unit by targeting it and then being able to get rewarded right away from playing a unit, I think it's going to be pretty powerful.
Yeah, it's really strong with her signature spell too. Just getting you a +3 on the champ unit plus the ready. Like,
Yeah,
right.
super broken. So that's the one I'm excited for. Obviously, I might have a Draven deck ready.
You know, we gotta have Draven ready.
You gotta have Draven.
I mean, if you have most of the cards from set 1, I mean, you don't need
Yeah.
too much. I mean, Spinning Axe is gonna be that's gonna be the one. But
And there's kind of two different variations of Draven popping up. You have like your standard build with the
Spinning Axe,
and then you have, you know, the Miracles
Miracle
versions,
Draven,
playing like some play Nocturne, and then
Ezreal, strong card.
is that the one where it's discounted for cards in your yard? What was that card?
That's a Rasta.
Rasta, some play Rasta and all the discard packages.
Yeah.
But yeah, very excited for things coming forward with Spiritforge. Definitely gonna have more content coming out. So please, we're a new channel. Like and subscribe. Support us. Turn that notifications on. We're gonna have deck techs, you know, gameplay videos, you know, videos like this where we get into results of major tournaments. So a lot to look forward to.
We even got another nationals happening tonight. So I mean, we might have another video coming out next week about what happened there. So make sure to stay tuned and check out for that.
Yeah, absolutely. But let's go ahead and talk about the top 8 results from the latest regional event.
Let's do it. All right, we got the top 8 deck list of the China Nationals event, and so we're gonna have 4 Dravens making top 8. You know, no one's really surprised. Honestly, could have been more. Could have been more. We got 1 Fiora. That's the surprise for me. I was excited about Fiora as well, but I didn't think that she would really be all that great compared to set. But I mean,
I think with all the new, you know, what are they called? Equipments that you get.
The gears and the equipments.
The gears that to be able to make units mighty. I mean, it could be
BF
good.
Sword's been pretty strong, and so is Doran's Blade, I will say. And then we got 1 Annie. Okay, you know, another purple red deck, but you know.
There seems to be a theme in this top 8.
A lot of purple cards. Then we got 2 Irelias, you know.
Okay.
Irelia pretty good. Draven and Irelia were the highest 2 represented decks in the tournament. Not really surprised that they're going to be multiple copies in the top 8. So let's go ahead and get into what won. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is one of the best Chinese players over there. He's done really well in all of the events.
Multiple regional top finishes.
Yep, I think he's gotten 3rd place a bunch of times. So, I mean, they have really big events.
Finally got the W.
Yep, there you go.
Huge.
So we got Draven, Glorious Executioner. Whenever you win a combat, draw a card.
Yep.
Simple. Boom.
Broken.
Very strong. He went 6/6 on the runes. That probably makes sense to me. We'll have to get into the deck a little more to really know. For the battlefields, they went with Targon's Peak. Just doing a little Annie impression, I guess. You know, I like Targon's. I was playing it in Kaisa for a little bit. It was pretty good.
I think just having runes ready on your turn or on your opponent's turn, so you're able to still win those combats makes sense. So I get the battlefield selection here.
Mm-hmm. And then we got Obelisk of Power, getting an extra rune. I'm a little surprised by this one, but I have noticed that a lot of players are playing Obelisk in set 2. So maybe they just value having the extra runes, especially if you're getting the gold token. So you're really just ramping a lot.
Is this a battlefield you pick going second to be able to turn
one Draven? That would make sense. Because usually Reaver's Row, you want to go. I'm assuming they go Targon's Peak to start. They go Reaver's Row going first and Obelisk going second is what I would assume. You could definitely switch Reavers and Targons as I start Reaver's Row, go Targons going first. Right. But I'm assuming they're going Targons first. I'd have to go back and look at actually what he did in the event.
Watch the recap.
Mm-hmm. But Reaver's Row makes sense to me. Also really good. So if you have Reaver's Row with Draven and they're scared of what you might do, you don't even have to do anything yet, and they retreat back, you won combat.
That's true.
So you draw a card. So that's pretty strong.
Yep.
They went with the obvious Draven Vanquisher Champion unit. When I win a combat, play a gold gear token exhausted. When I attack or defend, you may pay a red power. If you do, give me +2 this turn. This turn is very key, not just this combat or whatever. So very strong. It's hard to attack. It's 4 for no power, and it can be 6 pretty easily. And then he gives himself the gold gear to pay for his ability. So that's really strong. Going with, what is this, 1 cleave? It's kind of hard to see.
Yeah, it's 1 cleave.
So we got 3 stack deck, staple, 2 fighter flight, and again, it's another like if you just push them back, you win combat, draw cards.
Right.
Hidden saves your Draven. It's another card they're going to have to play around. Was it 3 overzealous fans, I believe? Or was that 2? Let me just double check. That is 3 overzealous fans.
Yeah, I think this is a 3 of.
When I first read it on spoilers, I was like, okay, I could maybe see this, but now after actually watching the tournament and watching people play with it, it was very obnoxious to play against, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because you would have multiple guys on base, like a Draven and a fan, and then you can't just send one unit now because the fan is just going to push you back, and then you're drawing a card because you won combat.
So when does this trigger? Right on defense?
Yes, just like Reaver's Row and Draven, same thing.
Good to know.
We got what is this? 1 Pouty Poro? Yeah, 1 Pouty Poro. Just a solid 2-drop. People were playing a lot of it in set 1 because of Kai'Sa. Not surprised to see it here, but I mean, Kai'Sa, I'm surprised. That's the deck I'm surprised didn't make top 8, actually, was Kai'Sa.
Yeah. From
best deck in set 1 to just not even
probably
being there.
All the Kai'Sa players were like, okay, let's play Draven.
Let's play Draven. I don't need the Kai'Sa champion to draw. I got Draven.
You can play Kai'Sa in Draven and then draw 2 cards. Seems pretty
just
good.
like what they're doing. What I've noticed is a lot of players are playing Tide Turner, so he's playing 2 Tide Turner, and this card didn't get a lot of play in set 1, but now with the whole winning combats and all these tricks, it just feels like it flows a lot better in the meta now.
So what's a typical like interaction? You would have like a unit you played on your turn at your base. You flip this over. The unit at your base probably has stronger might. Switch it, win that combat.
Yeah, basically like send a Draven in or something like that, or even just like you could use Tide Turner to just recall your unit back and then use it to get into the other battlefield.
That's right.
So, pseudo ride the win. Got 3 Treasure Hunter. Treasure Hunter's been one of the best cards in the game for set 2 so far. Just making it gold every time you move has been very strong. They also can use the Tide Turners, move the Treasure Hunter back, get extra gold gear tokens as well. Not bad. Oh, they're only playing 2. I thought they were playing 3. My mistake. We got 2 Ride the Win. Ride the Win, strong card. I mean, what else are we going to say about that?
Yep.
2 Spinning Axe. So this is the card that the other Draven variant is not playing, but after watching the event, it's really hard to get over +3 might at instant for 2 turns.
Yeah.
2. Like, that's pretty hard to do.
This seems really good.
The only downside is that if it's unattached, it gains temporary, but I mean, you're hoping that it doesn't die anyway.
I think the quick draw, eliminates that concern.
Because you're not even having to pay any power to equip besides the power that it costs, which is only 1, which is fine.
Yeah.
Just a gear pays for that. 2 Falling Star, probably still one of the best red cards in the game.
I was a little hesitant on Falling Star in these lists because of the power requirement, but it's less of a concern with the amount of was it gold tokens you made?
Gold tokens, yep.
Yeah, so it makes sense. With Kai'Sa, it's an auto include because you reduce the power.
1, yeah.
But with all the gold tokens now, less of concern.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Then we got 2 Rebuke, arguably one of the best forms of removal or interaction we have in Riftbound. A lot of people are complaining about this card. It makes a lot of like big cost units not as playable because if you're paying like 8 to 10 for a unit like a Dead Bloom and they rebuke it, you're not feeling that great about that.
Right.
It's another way to win combat. You can just bounce their guy and then boom, you draw a card. 3 Edge of Night. Now, this is the one I did not see coming. I was not expecting to see this card played. I was assuming Longsword was going to be better, but it being just 1 single power that you could pay to play it, so it's basically a free +2. So when they defend into your Draven, you're just +8 out of nowhere. So even like if they had a Devloon Predator, they're trading into Draven with just this.
Yeah, and another nice thing about it being in the deck is we have multiple hitting cards, so they have to play around Fight or Flight or
Tide Turner, all kinds of stuff. And there's still some more hidden cards as well.
Get your opponent really thinking what could be under there.
2 Kai'Sa Survivor. Yep. Arguably one of the best red units in the game. Only other card I really could argue with is Darius. I think Darius is like the best red card in the game. The card is so strong.
Yeah, this being like if I win battle and conquer,
draw 2 cards.
Drawing cards is so good in pretty much any trading card game. Super good.
You got Double Noxious Hopeful. Really, just a really strong unit. Just play something else. cost 2 less. It's really just a 2 mana for 4. That's really good.
Really good stats there, yeah.
And you just want to win combat. So I mean, 4 is pretty high. Is it 3? No, 3 Darius. Yeah, see, best card. See, Kai'Sa's only 2, Darius at 3.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
But Darius, Trifarian, just one of the best cards in Riftbound, honestly. When you play your second card in a turn, give me +2 might this turn and ready me. I mean, that's so much. You could use him to go in offense and then immediately play a second card, bring him back out of combat, win a combat, draw a card, bring him back. Then they're always getting threatened by a 7 might unit coming in. And if you throw a spinning axe on, it's just 10 coming at you. That's and then you throw a cleave. That's why you see less cleaves is because of spinning axe.
Probably.
The spinning axe is just better. We got 2 Brynhilder Thundersong. So this card's funny because I was saying that this card's probably going to be really good at some point, like in set 1, like very early. And then people just started playing it, and Kai'Sa playing it and stuff, and then now it's just getting played in main decks of decks.
What's making it so good nowadays?
I think
it's all
it's
the hidden cards,
the purple cards, and the hidden cards.
Yeah.
It really just stops those decks from interacting, and then you're guaranteed winning combat. Like if you're Draven, you're guaranteed winning that combat. If you do, like, oh, you have a 6, I have Draven, I'm gonna buff Draven, cleave you. You can't play cards now, so I know I'm gonna get through and kill your guy, draw a card.
It's basically a guarantee.
The 6 for 5 is not the worst.
Guarantee win the combat, or guarantee your opponent cannot interact with your plan to go into combat.
And that could just win you the game. Like on 6 points, you're just like Brynhilder, Spinning Axe, Cleave, Rebuke, or whatever. Any combination of that, well, I mean, you just die from there.
Yeah, so. Makes sense.
Very good.
I have my playset.
We got 1 Ferocious Forerunner. This is one of the more hyped red cards from the new set. Death Kneel, play 2 mech units with 3 might to your base. It's 6 for 1 red power and 6 might. 6 might's a lot for 6. I mean, now you have to pay the 1, but you're getting 12 out of this.
Yep.
So you're getting so much. Like, your opponent has to answer this. Then they have to be able to answer what the 2 mechs afterwards. I mean, that's a lot to deal with.
It doesn't really fit into the theme of winning combat, but it's just such a high value card that you get so much out of it. It's worth playing at least one of.
Yep. And usually it's winning its first combat. So a lot of times it's drawing a card, playing 2 guys. Like it's like 3 for 1, 4 for 1 a lot of the time. 1 Mind Splitter. I mean, card's good. I'm surprised to see the 1 of Mind Splitter. But I mean, good card. When you play it, you choose an opponent, reveal their hand, choose a card from them, discard it. I mean, it lets you know exactly what they have, which is very valuable in this game. I've noticed is knowing what tricks your opponent can have really swings the turns in your favor.
Yeah, it lets you know if you want to go all into a battlefield to win that combat, or you know, what to play around exactly.
So that's the main right there. And sideboard, we got 2 against the odds. 2 for a reaction. Give a friendly unit at a battlefield +2 this turn for each enemy unit there. Sure. Maybe they were afraid of Azirs and Victors at this event. I'm not sure what else you would really want this card for, but I've noticed a lot of people playing it in their red decks. So I'd have to see like where they were actually bringing this card.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a deck other than Victor that has like a wide range.
Azir.
Azir.
Yeah, Azir actually probably more so than Victor a lot of the time, because Azir is like whenever you play equipment, you can make a Sand Soldier 2/2, and it's a 2/2. So the 2/2s are pretty good. And they all have Weapon Master, so they immediately equip to the equipments. So that's pretty strong. So maybe that's why. Maybe they just want that for that. Or, I mean, maybe they just want more pluses. I mean, it's still, if your opponent has 2 units at a battlefield, you attack him with Draven, buff it by 6, you get 4 from this and 2 from his ability. That's 10. I mean, maybe that's what they're trying to do. They just want extra buff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, seems okay. I don't mind it. 1 Longsword. This is a card I thought people would be playing more of, but we're playing less of it. But hey, we're still got 1 in the deck. It's just 2 for 1 power, quick draw. Equip for a red power, +2. +2 is good for 2. I mean, it's not Spinning Axe, but it's another. It's basically your third Spinning Axe at this point. 1 extra Ride the Wind. Sure.
Always good.
Maybe you need it. Extra Kai'Sa. I'm seeing a theme here with the extra copies of cards in the main deck.
It's like the 2 ofs, a little extra inside.
All of these, yep. So these are just extra copies. An extra Brynhilder, extra Forerunner, extra Mind Splitter. it looks like they might have like some kind of a plan in like when I'm going first or second, or maybe when I'm on Obelisk, I want all of my big ferocious forerunners and mind splitters, stuff like that. But that's the deck that won. Draven, very strong. Let's go ahead and check out what got second place. Second place is going to be Fiora, Grand Duelist. She is whenever one of your units becomes mighty, you may exhaust me to channel 1 rune exhausted. A unit is mighty when it has 5 might. Pretty good. It's just ramp when you make things mighty. 6/6 on the runes. Playing Dream Tree. Whenever you choose a unit, draw a card. Pretty good. Sunken Temple, whenever you conquer here, it's one of the new ones. With one of our mighty units, you may pay 1 energy and draw a card.
Yeah, so it's
not
their card
bad.
draw.
They just want to draw.
Cards. Yeah.
Seems like that's another theme here.
Always good to draw cards.
Then lastly, got the Monastery. Whenever you conquer here, spend a buff, draw. This one, I'm not super sure I would want to keep playing this one unless they added more ways to buff. Because, I don't think that there's that many ways in Fiora to buff. But maybe just the small amount you get from it. It's a neutral battle for your opponent usually as well, because they're not getting the benefit of it.
Yeah.
But it's also just another battle that draws you. All right. First card, Warmog's Armor. This is one of the best cards with the Monastery. 1 for a equipment, equip for a orange. Whenever I conquer, buff me. If you don't have a buff, get a +1 buff, and it gets +1 already. So you could kind of keep spinning the buffs,
right?
Move them back, go back in, get another draw. It's okay. I would like to see more Warmog's Armors with Monastery going first, kind of like how Annie uses Scrap Heap with Zons. Maybe use this, and then you can side these out when you don't need the extra little buff. 1 Sabotage, just another same thing with Mind Splitter. You want to see their hand, take an important card, then you know what to play around. 1 to do that. 2 Punch First, another new card.
Yeah,
very
this card
strong.
Is when I saw this card being released, I was like, "What are they doing?" So good.
At least it's action speed, not reaction.
Yeah.
If it was reaction speed, we'd have a problem.
If it was reaction,
we'd have a real problem.
Maybe it would have won.
But action speed, 1 for 2 power, 2 orange power. Give a unit +5 might this turn. You win most combats where you play this, I think. 3 Doran's Blade. Pretty good equipment. 2 generic, 1 to equip, 1 power to equip, +2. Just another kind of like longsword, but doesn't have the quick draw, which makes it, I wouldn't say worse, but you don't have to pay the upfront power either. You can kind of do it when you want. You could use really these equipments are really good at making your 3 units or 4 units into mighty and triggering the Fiora effect. Got 3 Pit Rookie, one of the best orange 2-drops. Whenever you play me, buff another friendly unit. Another good card with Monastery, so you can draw some cards. We got a new card, a 2 Unsung Hero, 2 for Death Nail. If I was mighty, draw 2. This card is really good. I've played a little bit with it with BF Sword. BF Sword, it gives +3, so you immediately go turn 2 this, turn 3 BF, equip, gets your rune from Fiora. Then now you can crash in, kill something maybe. And then whenever they end up getting rid of it finally, you draw 2.
Yeah.
Then you have the BF Sword again, so you almost kind of draw 3 cards in a way. You just get a lot of value out of it. This card, at first, when I was looking at it, I'm like, oh, well, you could punch first and stuff like that, but realizing that the equipments they give +3 make this card so good. Got 3 challenge. It's probably Orange's best removal piece that they have. Choose a friendly unit and enemy unit. They deal damage to their mites to each other. Action speed. Just, generically good. You want to equip your guys, fight their guy, get in. Just typical stuff. 3 Hidden Blade. Just generic removal. Also somewhat card draw. If you know you're going to lose the combat, no matter what you do, you could just try to draw to find some more gas.
Yeah, early game, you're going to lose the combat. Go ahead, draw your 2s. Late game, win that battlefield. Go ahead, give them the card draw, win it.
Doesn't matter. Yep. 1 Salvage, with a lot more gears in this set, kind of makes sense. Gets rid of the Spinning Axes, the Guardian Angels, the Auroras, but there's not many of those running around anymore, it looks like. But just recycles itself as well. And it says you may kill a gear, so you can just draw a card if you in a pinch if you really need to.
I overlooked the May, so yeah, it is just a draw a card if you need it.
Yep, and then her signature spell, 2 for 2 power, reaction, riposte. Choose a friendly unit and a spell. Counter that spell and give the unit plus might equal to the spell's energy cost this turn. Very swingy. So you're going to combat, you're countering like a rebuke or something, then you're buffing for 2, and now you're really wanting that combat, and you're countering their card. Orange and yellow getting a counter is pretty strong as well. But Repose pretty good. 2 Call to Glory, just a generic, pretty good pump. 3 for 3 pump. You can remove a buff to play it for free. Reaction speed. Not much more you could really say about that.
Yep, free spells are always good.
Yep. 1 Fiora Worthy. This is the new Fiora. She's 3 for 3 might. Whenever a unit you control becomes mighty, you may pay a yellow power to ready it. Not bad. You just want to make your guys mighty. So you can basically play something, immediately equip it, use that power, get a power, and then use that power again to ready and go ahead and get it into the battlefield as an accelerate unit. Then we got 3 First Mate. Really strong unit. Just lets you ready another unit. Same thing. You just want to get tempo off of it. And or you could even conquer battlefield, use it to save your creature, bring it back to the base. Not bad. It's only 2 First Mates, I'm sorry. 3 Lucian. This card, very strong. Lucian Merciless, 3 for 3. Weapon Master, so when you play him, you can equip for free. The first time I conquer, each turn ready me. So he just can kind of go in and get out immediately. Very good.
So this is also good because if one of your units is already equipped, right, you can't just switch it.
Right.
But Weapon Masters doesn't care about that. If your equipment's already on another unit, Weapon Masters can just take that.
Yep. So let you just swap out, use the Fiora ability again. Very good. I like Lucian a lot. This card is one of my favorite cards from the set, actually. I like him in the game, too. He's pretty cool. We got 3 BF Sword. I think this is one of the best equipments in the deck. I think it's better than Doran's Blade. I know Doran's Blade is 2, but I mean, this being 4, it's still 4 generic. It gives +3. +3 is a lot. We saw with Spinning Axe. I know it's overcosted, but in reality, Spinning Axe is undercosted. So, I mean, whatever. Very good. 4 for 3 might. I mean, not much else. Very meat and potato deck. Tell you what. There's 3 Fiora of Victorious. They use one of her as the champ unit. It's actually not the 3-drop that they use.
Right.
When she's mighty, she gains deflect, ganking, shield. I mean, all of that's good. She's 4 for 4, so you can always play her on turn 2. And if you have Doran's Weight on 1, you can play it immediately, get a rune back immediately, make her 6, and have deflect, ganking, and all that. 3-set Brawler is your top end. He's just, another way to use the Monastery. So that's really good with Monastery because you could stack how the triggers go. So you could spend the buff, draw the card, get the new buff from when you conquer. He's just your big unit. Like, gets up to 8, 12, 16 a lot of the time. Maybe not as much in this deck, but I could see him easily being 11 might a lot of the time.
Right.
From a BF Sword and then his own ability. And then for the side, we got 1 Sabotage, just an extra copy for those decks that want to play the big spells or the Auroras if they're still running around somehow. Or it's even not bad against Draven. I think it's good against him as well to take the rebuke, see the hand, see what he's working with. Because notably, these are just non-units, so you could take their Spinning Axes and stuff like that as well. 2 Unyielding Spirit. This is probably more for the Kaisa matchup. Stop all the damage spells, the Cathine Rains, the Falling Stars. You don't really want to play against those cards as this deck.
Yeah.
But luckily, a lot of your cards are 4, so they're forced to use Falling Star on like both halves of the card. So 1 Facebreaker. It's a decent card. I'm not a big fan of it in this deck, but it's a good just one of kind of catch all. Stun their unit, stun mine. We don't fight. They get pushed back if you're defending. It's just okay. It also makes them commit into your BF swords and stuff, and then you're just like, okay, I'll Facebreaker, and then we're not gonna. They buff their guy, cleaved it, used a Spinning Axe, and then we don't even care. 2 Cannon Barrage. Honestly, not really sure what this is for. Maybe it's for the Azir and stuff like that. Maybe people are afraid of Azir, because I could see that. But deals 2 to all enemy units in combat. So as long as they're in combat, they take damage. 2 for reaction speed as well. I mean, I don't really know, honestly, with this one. 2 more Salvage. This is just, catch all for all the gears, all the Spinning Axes, own the same shit again. It's going to be a good card, especially moving forward in the set, especially if the Draven players are going to adapt the spinning
Right.
axes more so than the Miracle Draven. But just overall, good catch-all. I like the Fiora deck. I think it's pretty cool. Still kind of surprised it got second because it's not something people were really talking about, but that just shows to show you that you can still compete with Draven.
Yep, still innovate.
So let's go ahead and go to what do we got? It's another Draven. We can go through it. We'll just look at it real quick, see how different it is. So the main difference is they got so they have the Star Tip Peak. Whenever you hold here, you channel a rune exhausted, and then the paper tree similar, but whenever you hold here, each player channels a rune.
It's a little interesting.
This one's interesting.
The hold battlefield, where so a lot of times you think you would want to retreat so you can win that combat again.
Right.
So interesting choice.
Seems okay. And then they have the Obelisk of Power again. This looks a lot very similar to the first one. Notably, there was no hard bargains.
Right.
I'm a little surprised on that, but maybe this is more of an Annie kind of deal. This person was also playing 3 Draven of Vanquishers. That's a lot of those. Yeah, this is a little more condensed. It looks like they have the against all the odds. So there must be something going on over there or it's just what I was saying. How maybe it's just good to attack into a few units and buff for 4 for 2. 2 for 4.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's not bad.
There might be something to this card.
And they have the Gem Jammers. Whenever you play me, give a unit ganking this turn for 2 for 2. I like this card a lot. I think it's pretty good. I think Genki is underrated. I think they're playing 3.
Playing 3? No, 2.
2 Gem Jammer. Okay. Yeah, I think it's good. It lets your Dravens and Kaisas move over to the other battlefield if they're just stuck at the one battlefield and immediately get to draw cards or whatever again. They're going with a double Forerunner. I could see that. 1 Brynhilder. I actually like the double Forerunner over the one of Mind Splitter that the other player had.
Yeah.
I think I like that more. So I kind of like this. I like this list. I wouldn't say more, but I like where they're at with it. And then they have the 3rd Forerunner on the side. 2 of the Siren. Move from the unit at a battlefield to your base. This card's okay. I've been seeing this played in other decks as well. It's just another way to get in, win a combat. Let's just pull out. Let's just get out of this battlefield. Let's retreat, go back, and try to do this again. Nothing else really stands out to me. Everything else looks pretty similar. Like nothing. I mean, there's more cleaves here. There's 3 cleaves and 3 spinning axe, so they're really trying to win combats more.
Right.
Let's see. 4th place was Irelia.
Let's go. Excited for this one.
Yep. So we got Irelia, Blade Dancer. When you choose a friendly unit, you may exhaust me, pay a power to ready it. When you conquer, you may pay 1 to ready me. I mean, that's pretty good. Like we were talking about.
Pretty good.
Whenever you choose, and you'll notice these decks, they have a lot of ways to choose.
Right.
6 and 6. This has been pretty standard recently. I noticed in the past people were doing a lot of 7/5s and Kaisa and stuff like that, but then when you get into the nitty gritty, you kind of just want 6/6 a lot of the time to guarantee that on turn 8 you have like multiple. You always will have 2 of something on turn 8. Going with Dreaming Tree, Obelisk of Power, Sunken. We cover these a lot, but I mean Dreaming Tree again with all the choosing that she does, very
really
strong.
Makes sense in this particular deck because you're choosing your units, drawing cards.
You got Sunken Temple, also really good with your champion unit. We'll get to that in a second, but she's usually always mighty when you're going in, so you're always getting a card from this. Obelisk of Power. This isn't like an aggro deck, so that could be another thing. There's not really aggro going on too much right now. Even the Annie players aren't really being super aggressive anymore. So Obelisk, I mean, I'm seeing a lot of Obelisk. This all it really is. Like every deck's had Obelisk so far, besides Fiora. Then for the champion unit, they got Irelia Fervent. This card is really strong. It's 5 for 4, deflect. When you choose or ready me, give me +1 this turn. So really, a lot of the time, she's getting +2 from a lot of the cards because like Ride the Wind is choosing and readying, so you're getting a +2 off. Ride the Wind is +2 on this card, which is crazy. And her having deflect as well, hard to deal with, hard to answer.
So say it's exhausted on your opponent's turn, comes back to you, and you ready it. It just goes straight to 5.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
So we got double on guard, just a pretty good pump spell. 1 for +2 almost all the time. You're not really having multiple units when Irelia. I think this deck only plays 8 units. See, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, not 10 units. So, I mean, you're not really stacking battlefields in this deck. So, on guards, a lot of times, it's going to be +2. 1 gust, just, bounce a guy, 3 or less might to the owner's hand at a battlefield. Just a good card. 1 stack deck.
Interesting.
I'm not sure. They just wanted to play 39 cards. Well, 38 cards, technically.
I got one.
That's what they
slot.
wanted. They just wanted
Let's get
to
a stack deck.
Let's just one. I think you should play more stack decks.
Yeah.
But I mean, they top 8'd this tournament, so what can we really say? 2 charm. This deck seems to want to just have a big Irelia, and then charm's pretty good with that, especially because you have a lot of ways to defend or protect Irelia. Got 3 Defiant Dance. This card's crazy. 1 for 1 power, reaction, give a unit +2 this turn, and another unit -2 might this turn.
Yep.
Notably, this card doesn't say up to a minimum of 1. So they changed that.
So explain, like, when a unit goes to 0 might, what happens?
It doesn't die until it reaches combat.
Right, so you have to deal damage to it.
You still have to deal damage to it.
So it can be 0 might still be out of battlefield until it's dealt damage.
Yep. Because I think otherwise it wouldn't. I don't think it functions the best if they had it to where it would die immediately. Yeah,
it'd be a little strong.
They're just weak, It's almost like they're stunned.
Yep, can't do damage.
We got double defy, just strong 1-mana counter. Counter spell costs no more than 4, no more than 1 power. Reaction obviously has to be, but stops your ride the winds, your fight or flights, your Hextech raise, stuff like that. Even Defiant Dance in the mirror.
Yep.
We got 3 discipline, really good pump, especially in Irelia. She giving her +3 and drawing a card, so then readying her. So
no energy.
It's just very strong.
Power requirement.
We got 3 fight or flight. A lot of times you're protecting your Irelia with this, or going for game by pushing them off of a point and trying to conquer there. Another way to choose Irelia. Not that that's too big of a deal, but what you can do is move her into a battlefield, fight or flight her back readier, go into the other battlefield. So it's almost like a pseudo ride the win as well in this deck. 1 flash, just way to protect her. Strong. This deck's all about Irelia. Like, the other units are good too. We'll get to the Draven here soon. He's the other powerhouse of the deck. And to go along with that, we got triple Guardian Angel, new gear. You usually see a lot of Zonia's Hourglass, but
this kind of took over that card.
This card's kind of taken the spot. I was expecting them to still play like maybe 1 Zonia's as like a hidden, but I'm not really seeing that. But basically, this is similar to Zonia's. It gives +1 might. If it would die, kill Guardian Angel instead. Heal me, exhaust me, recall me. Just pretty basically in the Zonia's, it gives a might, which is really good.
Right.
We got 2 Lonely Poro, 2 for 2, Death Knell, when I die alone, draw a card. Just a good 2-drop. Conquers a battlefield, dies, draws a card. Seems fine. Watchful Sentry is a very played card, so why not? Sentry usually dies alone also.
Right.
So.
And notably, it is 1 more might.
And that matters a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Move a friendly unit out of battlefield to your base. The Siren. This is very good with Irelia for the same reasons that Fight or Flight was good. You can move her back, readier, move her back in, conquer another battlefield. And then we got 3 Tide Turners. 3 Tide Turners. Very strong with Irelia again. So this is what like kind of what you were saying earlier, how like you're gonna Tide Turner, like maybe your Lonely Poro out, and then bring your Irelia in, and now you're defending with an Irelia and a Tide Turner. She gets buffed.
Yep.
And then you still probably have ways to interact after that. We got 3 Not So Fast. This card is really good. New card. 2 for 1 power reaction. Counter an enemy spell or ability that chooses a friendly unit or gear.
Yep.
So this is getting around the whole Defy, only being able to counter 4s and 1 power. And then you don't have to play Wind Wall as much now, because Wind Wall, it being 3 for 2 power, was still a cost. I felt it a lot, even playing Aurora Yi.
And then with the new change of how reflexive spells work, this benefits.
Yep, this
counter got buffed from that.
Yep, this counters the entire Catheen Rain, the entire Falling Star, which is how it always should have been.
Should have been reflexive triggers, super confusing.
Should have never happened. But hey, we're past that. Finally.
Yeah, we're past it.
2 Ride the Wind, of course. This is in here. This is amazing in Irelia. Same reasons for Fight or Flight, choosing her, moving her, ready, everything. 2 Rebuke, busted.
Yep.
1 boots of swiftness, 3 for 2, equipped for 1 purple. It gives the unit ganking. This one's not bad. I haven't really seen too much of this card, but in Irelia it makes sense. You just want to get her to... She's kind of conquering both battlefields all the time. That's all she really does. I've had games against Irelia where every time I put something on battlefields, my stuff just dies every single time. So this is another good way to do that. 2 Stellar Corn Herder, 4 for 3 might. When I move, draw a card. Very good with purple cards. Good with Siren. Good with all that stuff.
A lot of movement in the deck. Allows you to draw a lot of cards.
It facilitates your entire deck. It's a good engine. Lastly, we got 2 Draven Audacious, a card you're not really going to see in the actual Draven decks, but he's actually better in the other decks, it feels. 6 for 1 purple power, 6 might. Deflect. The first time I win combat, each turn, you score 1 point. When I die in combat, choose an opponent, they score 1 point. So notably, he says when I die in combat. So if you move him off the battlefield and they like Falling Star, then he's not giving them a point for dying.
That is true.
It's very good. And then you can also win combat. When say you go in and win combat, you get 2 points. If they come in to fight you and then you like interrupt them, fight or flight or rebuke, you get another point for just defending, which is very good.
Yeah.
Notably, this cannot take you from 6 to 8. The way it works in the rules is you go to 7 points from his ability first before you score from the Conquer.
Right.
And then your Conquer would draw you a card instead of giving you the 8th point.
That's right.
You still have to conquer both battlefields.
You're getting that point at by winning the combat.
So it's right before. Yep, yeah. It's right before.
That is notable.
Yeah, unlike I think Trendemir, I believe, is an exception. I believe Trendemir says when he deals excess damage, so that means that happened after the Conquer happened. So you would gain a point from 6 to 7. Trendemir would trigger, go to 8, right. So you would win off of that. So very good. I actually wanted to play this card, so maybe I'll try some Irelia out just to play him. He's pretty cool. For the side, we got an extra Defy, an extra Flash, just extra copies. Triple Deckhand. This must be part of a sideboard plan. Maybe when you're going second, or when you know they're gonna have Obelisk, or you're gonna have Obelisk on the play, bringing the deckhands to score early. Also, maybe it's just because they were afraid of like Aurora or something like that. They wanted to make sure they could score on battlefields early. We got 2 Adaptatron, just good at killing gears. Probably pretty good against Draven, moving it in and out. You can keep killing gears, keep killing spinning axes. You can even just kill their gold tokens if you need to. Like, it's not terrible.
A lot of targets in the new set.
Yep. 1 Yasuo Windrider, kind of a similar vein as Draven, just an extra way to score some points, or just another boss monster if you want to keep something alive.
And this could get you that 8th point.
Yep. Yep. And then in 5th, we have Annie, another different deck. There we go.
Putting in
we got 5/7. Annie, Darkchild, at the end of your turn, untap 2 runes. We got Dreaming Tree. Everyone's playing Obelisk, it looks like. And then we also got Stars at Peak. A lot of people are playing these battlefields that channel runes. A lot of people are doing it.
Trying to ramp up.
Yep. Starting off, we got Annie Stubborn, the usual Annie people play. When you play me, return a spell from your trash your hand. Just very good at recycling your stuff. Triple Cleave, again, just strong card. Triple Stack Deck, auto include. Double Fight or Flight, again, same stuff as before. We got Triple Flash, though. Annie is a very good flash deck because you have the untap 2 every time. So a lot of times you're able to hold up as if you were Draven when they have the Targons peek up. You got the Hard Bargains, really good with the untap as well. You can just commit, untap, counter their Cathian Rain or any of their cards, and then even if you have more runes, you could also use the repeat costs, them pay 4. That's pretty strong.
Yep.
Got double Poro. Poro, again, strong unit.
Something interesting in this list. I wonder if you've noticed it yet.
The invert timelines.
There's no...
Vi ride the wind?
There's no
yeah. I was wondering if you were going to notice. That's what I was saying earlier. I'm like, the Annie decks are a little different.
They're a little different
because they're not playing Scrap Heap. They're not even playing Sneaky Deckhand. They were playing Deckhand. I'm sorry, I didn't see him in between them. I'm like, hey, I ain't playing Deckhand. That's crazy.
Very interesting.
We had Triple Tide Turner. I'm just noticing a lot of this card. I'm gonna have to play some of it myself. I was going to actually be in Portland this weekend for the 10K, but plans changed, so I'm not playing anymore of set 1. So now I can focus heavily on set 2 for Vegas. So I'm gonna have to start playing some of this Tide Turner card, see how it is. Got double Treasure Hunter, pretty good. Again, it's a lot better than Annie because of the untap 2. When you get to untap 2, you get to defend your guys way more. 2 Rebuke, still one of the best rule spells in the game. Double Switcheroo, the
I'm
new
excited
card.
about this card.
Oh yeah, 2 for 2 power, hidden action. Swap the mites of 2 units at the same battlefield.
Let's go.
So Draven's trying to do them shenanigans and cleave you out. We're swapping.
We're
I'm gonna win combat instead. They ain't winning my combats anymore. We gonna hit him with the Switcheroo.
We're gonna hit him with the Switcheroo.
It's a good name. I like that. This card's pretty sweet. This card's gonna be hard to play around too.
It is, because you never know.
Yeah.
Annie's always gonna have those two rooms up.
And then if she's scoring early, she could just hide this, and you're just never getting past that battlefield unless you commit multiple. Even if you commit multiple things, you're still losing because they're buffing their guy. Triple deckhand, usually auto including Annie. Double invert timelines. This is the weird one. I'm kind of surprised by this.
I'm not big on.
She's playing this because of the not playing scrap heaps and stuff anymore, and wants some kind of way to refill. Because it kind of looks like there's not a lot of draw besides the Kaisa, so maybe she needs a way to refill from like 1 or 2 cards in hand.
And I guess with the Draven meta, it does.
If Draven's drawing so many cards, you wipe them out of cards. So maybe that's what it was. That would make sense to me. They're even playing 2 Dravens, like 2 Vanquisher's really strong. This card's really good.
Yep.
It's only epic, so it's not that hard to acquire. I mean, it's only a rare. I'm sorry. Got 3 Kaisa Survivor. Honestly, auto include as a 3 of an Annie Dex. I mean, she's just so strong. Got 1 Darius. This is the surprising one.
Interesting.
1 Darius. But there's triple Forerunner. So maybe this is a more mid-rangey kind of Annie deck, in my opinion.
Right.
Which could be good, because, if you put a Forerunner out, untap 2, you're still untapping 2 even when you're paying all this mana. So, I mean, you're pretty well off on having this either survive or they're committing extra into it. Then your Switcheroo, then they have to commit more. Then you're getting the 2 guys. I mean... Right. It's so hard to deal with purple cards. And red cards are super strong as well. Got 1 longsword on the side. Just they want to have their Draven impression. I think I could see more longswords even being the main of this deck over some cleaves possibly. But I guess cleave is better with the Annie champion unit. But I mean, this being permanent, I kind of like that as well. An extra Draven Vanquisher. I guess if they just want to be more beefy, have more units. There is the Victor deck that plays no... units that wants to kill everything, so it looks like they have a lot of units in their size. So maybe the Annie player's like, well, I'm pretty good against the Draven decks and stuff game 1, but I need to not lose to this Victor deck.
Very excited for that Victor deck too.
Ooh, I'm not. Double Hopeful, I think the same thing, same reason. Like maybe on the draw you want to have 2 Noxious, so you could have your 2 drop into your Noxious play. It's very strong play. Extra Darius, this should just be in the main. Just give me more Darius in the main. Got triple Mind Splitter. That's interesting. No, double. Is that double mind? Double Mind Splitter. Yeah, double Mind Splitter.
It's like 3.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah, no, it is 3 mind.
3 Mind
Holy
Splitter.
Crap. Okay, well, I guess we're with all these Obelisk of Powers running around. Maybe Mind Splitter and then the gold tokens are making this card a lot easier to play. I mean, the effect is really strong. 7 for 7. The only problem that the card has is it's 2 power. But if we're mitigating the power now by the gear, by the gold tokens, then maybe Mind Splitter is where we want to be now.
Yeah, and that battlefield that just ramps you.
Yep. I believe that was all of the different decks. So we got 2 more Dravens and Irelia. We'll go quickly over these Dravens. See if there's any miracle in top. 6 for 6. This is the same battlefields as the first guy. The only difference looks like they got some Blood Rushes. Pretty strong card. 1 for action speed, repeat for 1. Give a unit assault 2. They're just probably playing this over cleave.
Now repeat, you can only repeat once.
Once, correct.
Yeah,
Yep.
You can't just repeat like multiple times.
Yeah, that would be crazy. You could just dump 9 into this.
Yeah.
Let's see. Then we got 3 stack decks, 3 fighter flights, 2 hard bargain, fans. Everything looks pretty similar. We got a piercing light in here. I'm surprised this card wasn't played in some of the other decks. I've heard this card is really strong in the meta. mean, 2 for 1 power, repeat for 2 for 1 power, deal 2 to a unit at battlefield, then up to 2 at another unit. I mean, when you repeat this, you're killing 2 4s, you're killing 2 Kaisas, killing a 2-drop and a Kaisa. I mean, it's pretty good. Or killing 2 2-drops.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not bad. Ride the Wind, Spinning Axe, all the same stuff. We got the 1 Vex. This is a different card. So we got 5 for 1 purple power for 5 might. While I'm in combat, friendly spells cost 1 and a power less to a minimum of 1, and enemy spells cost 1 and a power more to play. So that's really crazy. So then their rebukes are 3 for 3 power on you, and then your rebukes are 1 for 1.
It's pretty good.
That's strong. Like, that is really good. She's winning most combat she's in, I'd have to say.
This is a one of.
Yep. I can see people playing more of this card. I think Vex is very, very strong. Side's basically the same. Got some thermo beams. Probably afraid of the Orin decks, Aurora decks. Same with Fading Memories. Kills gears, and I'm seeing a lot less of this card now that we have more like switcheroo and stuff like that. To the last Draven player. We had 4 Draven in top 8. Another 6/6.
7.
So they got a Zons and Reaver's Row Targons. Anything really different? Oh, main difference I'm seeing here is we got some Rengars in this deck. We got the 3 for 1 power, 3 might Rengar, reaction, assault 2. I can be played to a battlefield you're attacking.
Pretty
So
good.
it's really like a big combat trick that stays around for that turn. Even a lot of times longer if he survives. But I mean, 3 for 3 and assault 2, that's a lot. That's 5 for 3. And you could play it at reaction speed. So like go into a battlefield, you think you're going to win, but then they do something to you. Then you're like, okay, I'll Rengar now, and then now I'm winning combat again.
Makes sense in the deck.
Especially when you want to win combats. That's the main difference I'm seeing there. On the side, we got the 2 Vex. I like that. And then we got 1 Last Rites. This card's interesting. This is probably for the Victor deck as well. It's a 3 cost gear. Equip for a purple. Recycle 2 cards from your trash. When I conquer or hold, you may play a unit from your trash. You still pay its cost, and it gives +2 might. Pretty strong.
Yep, it's good against the new build of Victor, where they're just getting rid of all your units. Gives you some ways to get them back.
And it's still +2 might. Not bad.
So notably, no miracles.
I have not seen any miracles. And it looks like Spinning Axe is the way to go. Lastly, we got a second Irelia deck. We got 5 Calm for 7 Chaos. They have the same battlefields, I believe, as well. Oh, no, this was Dreaming Tree. So the main difference is they have Targons over Dreaming Tree. I can kind of see where they're at with this, where they just want to have extra mana up after they conquer in the turn. Maybe they spent some to have to conquer, then they want to recoup some of that back instead of having to draw the cards. Same thing, same champ unit. List looks almost the same. I'm not seeing too much difference.
Looks pretty similar.
It looks almost exactly the same. I think maybe 2 cards off, but very similar. They might be on the same team or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Well, the side's different. Yep, so we got a Charm. Oh, I guess they have no Charms main. That's the difference I'm seeing. So they got a Charm, a Defy, a Last Rites. Again, we just talked about this. Probably this makes sense if like you're really afraid of the Victor. Like you'd probably need this.
You need this probably in your decks where you're not playing as many units.
Yeah, definitely. The 2 Adaptatrons again. Extra Herder, 2 Vex. I like the Vex. I can see her playing more of these as well. Vex pretty strong. She's like another Irelia, really, because you're always being able to pay these cards in combat.
Right.
Well, yeah, that rounds out our top 8. We had 4 Draven, 2 Irelia, 1 Annie, 1 Fiora. I mean, a nice little mix, you know. I can't really complain too much. I mean, 4 Draven is a lot, but we saw worse than this before with Kaisa, Mashi taking up half of the top 8 for both, you know. But overall, I've watched most of the tournament. It was pretty cool, pretty well run. Draven was really strong.
Yep.
Fortunately, they didn't put too much Draven on camera, which was nice. We got to see a lot of different decks fighting it out, especially in day 1. Day 2, it kind of evened out to where I think Draven had a 60% conversion rate from day 1. I mean, that's crazy. There was like 35% of people playing Draven. They doubled basically their input into day 2. So I mean, not surprised. I mean, all of them they were beating each other, so that's why we had such diverse top 8 there.
Yeah.
So, You know, and it seems like Irelia is in my opinion, I think Irelia is probably the deck that could fight him the most. Because
Yep.
she's good, also really good at winning combats because of all the tricks, all the counter spells, all that kind of stuff that
and
she
that will
does.
negate that static ability from Draven. You know, if
Yep,
you're able to
yep.
prevent them from winning combats, they don't get that card advantage.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, I guess that wraps up
Yep.
up the video. We appreciate you guys' time, and make sure you like, comment, subscribe. See us on Twitter,
Yep.
Team FlexQ. We also have personal Twitters as well. But yeah, I mean, we'll see you guys in the next video. And I don't know if you have anything else you want to tell the people, but
thanks for tuning in. Look forward to making more content for you guys.
See you guys later.